Welcome to Just Plain Gaming, and as always, I am your host, Person Thingy Jose, and we are going to continue our adventure on becoming a good citizen. From here on out, we're going to make the best of choices. I am totally not lying. Oh, found a little hidden one without the DUP thing being blown up. I'd actually like to see a challenge online, see if anyone without a map from the internet and without taking out the DUP headquarters could find every shard possible without getting them shown on the mini map or a regular map for that matter. There we go. Yeah. And while jumping from the rooftops in this I don't want to call this the beginning island, but it's the first island out of two islands in the game. And while it's super fun just going around with your smoke, jumping from rooftops to rooftops, without giving away the powers too much, the other ones will give you much more maneuverability when it comes to going around the city. And the second city we'll be going to is... it's not a different city, just a different part of the city. It's much more skyscraper-esque than small town, if I had to put it that way. And, whoop, I did not mean to go to this DUP headquarters, but since we're here, we might as well. There you go. So for this portion of the game, we kind of have the three... oh, he was standing right on the fucking explosive. Real smart. So for now, we're kind of dealing with three different enemy types. There's the, oh, gotta run out. Run, run, run. There we go. Thank you, regenerative health. The three basic enemy types we have is a regular soldier who can jump with his abilities, with his concrete powers. And then there's a Gatling gun guy here who's going to take a lot of punishment. And there's... I'm not sure what's the name for the other guy. If you can... I think he ran up. I like to call him a little wizard because he's more adept at using his abilities. He can launch rocks at you, try to trap you, and he'll shield himself. So usually, you either have to use a Cinder Blast or a Cinder Missile in order to break his guard and then use whatever attack you want afterwards. Why am I running in circles? Oh. Here's a nifty little trick, at least for smoke. If you ran out of ammo and you still have some smoke, you can blow up cars, create smoke, and get yourself some more missiles back. It's a pretty nifty trick. Make your own ammo sources. Usually they only give you one Cinder Missile and they don't give you that much smoke, but it's better than nothing. Let's blow this guy up. And there's a wizard. Just gotta... and his shield's still not down. Very bad idea to try to melee that guy. Not a smart idea on my part. You know, and when you do enough damage, you just have to go in and sneak behind him and get him in the butt. There we go. I actually really like that the enemies jump from place to place because it's, I don't know, it gives the game a lot of verticality instead of just enemies standing around waiting to be shot. They'll try to get themselves into better positions. And, well, did not even notice I have an orbital drop. That would be very, very useful right now. Whee! And headbutt. I have a feeling that, and I could probably check it out for some interviews or documentaries on the game. It was especially true for NAC when the PS4 was announced. It was... a lot of that game's features were built around showing off the power of the PS4, which is all the individual particles. And I have a feeling it's the same case for Infamous. Like when you saw the orbital drop powers, you see all the particles flying around. That's not really something they can do too much of on the PS3, but it's something that they really wanted to show off with the PS4, so I think in some way the quote-unquote power of the PS4 helped shape what the at least the smoke powers in this game. They really wanted to showcase it off, and they thought, hey, smoke would be a great way to do this. There you go. Those high five. Oh, no high fives. He does not like that. Oh, I killed him. Oh, they're trying to run away. Whoa! Where'd that guy go? I can kind of understand, usually enemies only run away if you've really already taken down an area. And I can understand, logically, I can understand them doing it a bit more in the good side, because you know that you generally won't try to kill people. So they'll say, oh, I'll just surrender and he'll just subdue me, so I'll be fine. I don't want to get shot in the face. And it still makes sense for the evil side, trying to run away because you don't want to be killed. But sometimes they won't run away, they'll just stand there and surrender. And on the evil side, you're never really going to be a nice guy, so you would think that they would just give up on that. There you go, let's get some more yummy yummy shards. In Infamous 1 and 2, there's a lot more parkour in the sense you were climbing up buildings far more often. They were much taller buildings, and your abilities didn't really help you too much getting to the top of the buildings. So it was mostly just like standard Assassin's Creed, just climbing, climbing, climbing. So getting the shards on top of buildings took a bit more effort. I find in this game, generally, they're far easier to get.
Yeah!
Thank you, Gelson, for agreeing with me. Ooh. Let's get these guys. And see, like this guy. Why would you... Oh, now he's trying to run away. He caught on. He got smart. In Infamous 1 and 2, there was no DUP head... Well, there was no DUP, duh. But there wasn't a headquarters that you take out and then magically you'll know where all the shards are. You had a little ping that on your radar would... That if you're in the proximity of one, it'll show you where it is. So you had to keep mashing... I think it was L3 to constantly ping that, see if there are any near you. So by the end of Infamous 1, you could still not get all of them. In this game, it's pretty... Oh, I have to take out this thing. Okay. Could have told me that sooner, game. Thanks a lot. But so, at the end of Infamous 1, even though I got the majority of the shards that I wanted, I still didn't get all of them. And I could have gone back and looked up maps or guides there, but I was just too lazy. In Infamous 2, one of the later abilities in the game is that the ping will show you where every shard is. So even though that made it a bit easier in the end, this game still makes it way, way easier to get every single one. And I don't mind. Lets you get all the abilities. But there's definitely more sense of... There's still very tall buildings in this game, but with your abilities allowing you to get to the top of them extremely fast. And the first two Infamous games have far more verticality to them. I wonder how many times I've said that.
1 million.
There we go. I don't think I've ever actually used a ladder in this game. I don't know if they even really work. Do they? Yo, yes they do. Oh, I'm getting my ass kicked. Run, run, run. I don't really know how to feel about regenerative health in games. Like, I honestly don't care one way or the other. On one hand, it gets you back in the action fast. Just make sure you get out of there and get back to the action. And there's been plenty of times in games with, let's say, the game forces you to health packs like Half-Life. You can find yourself in situations where you're taking a lot of damage, and you only have 10 health for the next section. That you can find yourself screwed, where there's going to be 50 million enemies, and you won't be able to do much. So you're going to have to go to a later save. And some people say, you know what? That's just video games. Video games are supposed to be hard. You gotta be smart. You gotta deal with it. And I don't know. I can agree with that for some difficult games, but nah, not really my style. Well, an argument can be made against regenerative health, and Halo not so much, but Call of Duty really encourages, on the later difficulties, you're obviously not going to run a gun, you're only going to be a bit smarter. But it promotes the idea of, let's hide behind a corner and just take pot shots here and there. So the game just isn't fun at that point. You're so scared of taking damage that you just pop out, take a shot. If you get shot, just hide for 5 seconds, and I don't really like that cycle of gameplay. There we go. I love the little banter that pedestrians will give you in the game. If you're playing it, they'll say, "Oh, Delson, you're my hero, da da da." And if you're evil, they'll say, "Fuck you, Delson, you're not my hero, da da da." Yeah, sick to sit down. Although a general thing with this game, aside from the combat music, which is going on right now, there's not really too much ambient music in the game. Like, you'll just be walking around, it's completely silent aside from sounds of the cars, sounds of people, just a general environment. It's generally kind of a quiet game. There you go. That being said, though, the sound design is absolutely fantastic, especially when it comes to the powers and the environment. It is really great. And let's high five this. That hand's probably so strong because of a certain activity he does. And a certain website. Or websites. He's a man of variety. He spreads his love equally. Maybe the wrong wordage. There you go, and more yummy yummy shards. And now we can go do the story mission. Thank you for allowing this to happen, video game. I got myself all nice and prepared for you guys. I did my shard collecting for what I needed. I went ahead and did some activities so I can unlock the mission. And how does the game reward me? It says, nope. You gotta go back, and you gotta go do some more DUP shit. Oh, fuck. Blow this shit up.
That was awesome.
There we go. Okay, here's some ambient music. I think that's playing because I was shooting the DUP truck. There we go. Chasing the lights. Bill Clinton.
Bannerman. Pretty lame, right?
It's funny in the.
Delson, sorry,
I'll shut
man,
it for a
I
second.
got hung up. But I found out there's this bioterrorist maniac.
Yeah, I just heard. And can we please not use the B word?
What? A bioterrorist?
Yeah, you know, that's just a slur invented by the DUP to make people scared of conduits, man.
Look, whatever you want to call him, let's just track him down. Find out what he can tell us about Augustine.
And drain his powers.
Okay, fine. And drain his powers.
I'm telling you, it's gonna work.
All right, I just found a body in Finland Briar. Go check it out. But promise me you'll be inconspicuous. Yeah.
There we go. Here's a nice little reference to the previous protagonist of the infamous games, Cole McGee's Cole McGrath Electronics, because his main power was electricity. And a little funny thing about the broadcast that they showed is, in the, if you're playing as a hero, it shows the exact same thing, and so, well, it's a bit more accurate, to say the least, in the evil side that you're kind of an asshole, and which I am in this playthrough. And the good side, it's mostly just slander. Because they are not honest, nice people. Okay, let's jump up here, kick that. Oh, fuck. What's the point of kicking it if I don't... Oh. I'm like a little monkey. Thank you. Alright, and where am I supposed to go? To the top of the hotel? No, top of... Oh. Purple lines.
Listen, Delson,
Someone's doing drugs.
Police officers at this crime scene, okay? Not DUPs. Now, I'm here to support you, but killing cops.
I got it. I'll put my phasers on stun.
Hello, Mr. Officer.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna walk in here. Whoa.
Need you to run an ID
Whoa. Whoa. Ow! Jesus, you're not even going to try to put cuffs on me? You guys deserve to die. How fucking rude. Let's see how you like it. There we go, and there's only one more left.
I told you to sneak around him.
They started it.
They did start it.
People hate bioterrorists?
People hate conduits because they've been trained to.
Or maybe it's because they kill people.
And maybe that's because sometimes they're given no other choice.
Eh, in the context of what I did, that makes a bit more sense because they just straight up fired on me. But the same exact conversation will be had if you attacked first, so it's whatever.
Anything that might give us a lead.
This guy got fucked up.
There's your wounds. I wonder what kind of power did this? Fire blast or lasers? Ooh, what about flesh-eating death gaze? I wouldn't mind absorbing a little flesh-eating death gaze, right?
Delson, even if the guy who did this is a prime conduit, we still don't know if this power transfer thing's even gonna work.
Well, you know what? If it does, my first victim is gonna be the guy who came up with the name Bannerman.
Bro, you really need to let that go.
And now Reggie's back to being nice to us. He's forgotten our crime.
Okay,
Our
sending you the picture.
hate crime
I
against
think
us.
it's linked.
There we go.
Reg, I'm hearing sirens, man.
Yeah, let me check real quick. Yeah, the DUP's just cordoned off the area.
Looks really pretty,
I want the
actually.
Seattle PD to stay away.
Has to be the conduit. I'll check it out.
There you go. And a thing that I've noticed lately in games circa, let's say, 2007, and it makes sense because this is the way it works in the world. Whenever there's something very bright, it makes everything else around it super dim. So if we're going to stand next to this, the entire world that isn't that looks super dark in comparison. Because that's the way the world works. We step back. The rest of the world's fine. And while it's very accurate, I like it. It can also be very hard in certain games if there's a fire. It means, aside from that fire, you can't see what the fuck you're doing.
DUP with shoot-to-kill orders.
Reg, I got a convoy of dupes heading to the scene.
Yeah, I want to steer clear of them. No,
Or, how's about I just kill these people?
I've had a record.
From the looks of the guy, I at least would have expected a drug
Sound
bust
like
or
it
two.
was the steer clear route.
Not my style.
Yep, just cutting the problem off at the source. Get down. Oh, ow. It's weird. Some explosions will hurt you, some won't. Another benefit to playing as Evil Cole, talking about the wrong protagonist. The positive to playing as Evil Delson is you'll get the orbital strikes a lot more because it's easier to do evil karmic actions than it is to do good. You kind of have to go out of your way more to be good. So you're going to get it far less often, but Evil Delson, full destruction all the way the entire game. Is that a chopper? Right here. Let's see if I can blow that up. I don't think my pea shooter is going to do much against it. So I'll just wait till I get over there. Need some smoke, though. Like I said in the previous episode, I'm actually very surprised no character smokes in this game. Like, this power was, I guess you can call it Delson's main power.
You really want to catch this guy.
But maybe I thought it'd just be too much on the nose to have someone smoke. You know, got a heavy guy, let's just use all our missiles on him.
No, it's get the conduit. Ease.
Whoa.
And good luck with
Oh,
that.
can't get anywhere. Fuck. It's weird. When you're getting hit, you can't do any attacks, which would be very annoying if you have a Gatling gun. If you have a Gatling gun guy in your face. There you go. Alright, you got a new enemy type. You got snipers. You should be fine as long as they're only looking at you for a second or two. But as soon as the third second hits, you should run. Oh, gonna die. Get around that corner. Yep. We're good. Sneak back around. One of the developers from this game is a ex-Bungie team member. What's his name? Jamie Grierson? Something Jamie Grierson. If I'm correct, then I'm going to put a smiley face on the screen. If I'm not, then I will show his real name. And I apologize for you, Mr. Jamie not Grierson. But he's mostly known for being, I believe he was a combat designer in the Halo games, at least all the way up until Halo 3. And he was noted for saying, as long as you can nail 30 seconds of fun cycle for your games, then you're going to have a great game. And he's referring to the firefights you get in Halo. You can be walking around discovering stuff. When you see an enemies, you're going to have a 30-second firefight. And as long as that 30 seconds is super fun, your entire game is going to be amazing. And I agree. That is what makes Halo amazing. So having him on board, I think, really helped this game. Because the main selling point of this game to me is the gameplay. I like the story. It's more personal story compared to the other ones, but the gameplay is the absolute reason to play this game, because it is a blast. I guess maybe that's why they shifted away from the 50 million enemies on screen focus from Infamous 1 and 2 to... There's less enemies on the screen in this game compared to the last two, which is generally not something they do in sequels. They kind of up the ante a bit more. And some would say, oh, that means the PS4 isn't powered enough to handle it. I'd say, no, that's more of just a design decision. And it is absolutely fine. I like it.
Well, this conduit sure got a certain style. Kind of nouveau sick.
Okay, just need...
Let me guess, face and wounds.
If it's not too much trouble.
Alright, and that's going to be that for this episode. I will see you guys on the next time. Maybe I should try to announce that like the Pokemon end title. They say to be continued. Alright? Have yourself a good one.
Capture the Caterpie? What sinister plans are being concocted by Team Rocket? Will Misty ever get a new bicycle? All the answers on the next Pokemon.